Hello! I am the Witch of Jasmine and welcome back to my channel! Today I have a reading for Cancer Moons. How are you doing, Cancer Moons? It is so nice to see you all. Happy February. I almost said Monday. It's not Monday. I'm filming this on a Thursday. So for those of you who are new here and might not know, I'm a Cancer Moon. So I do especially really like doing these readings because it technically also applies to me as well. But of course, just like with all my readings that technically apply to me, I promise I'll stay unbiased. This is a general reading for all of us. Bonus card, nice. But I'll be honest with you guys, I could really use the reading right now. As you might be able to tell from my late upload schedule this month, I've just been goofed up for the last like 2 months. So hopefully this is a good reading. But anyway, as I'm finishing up, almost done, I invite you to take some deep breaths to calm yourself, ground yourself, center yourself, get relaxed, get comfy. Let's see what's going on. So for the Oracle card, we have energy with Virgo and the water element. For the tarot cards, we have 5 of Cups reversed, the Sun, Queen of Wands reversed, the Green Man reversed, aka the Fool reversed, Six of Chalices, aka 6 of Cups. And lastly, the Sun. Aw, we have it twice. And then we'll flip this card over whenever I feel like it's time to flip it over. Okay, so I think I'm going to start off with the one thing, just right off the bat. If you're not going to take anything else away from this reading, definitely the one thing, most important thing, is that you need to be directing your energy towards positivity. We'll get a little more in detail, but just at the very least, I believe that's what we're going to be talking about in this reading is energy that's being misdirected or is unfocused. And one very simple but very important thing that is really important for you at this time with this sunshiny energy. It's joyful, positive, optimistic, hopeful, full of life, all that stuff. Definitely need to be focusing on the positivity. 100%. I think it's going unnoticed right now. We have this 5 of Cups reversed. 5 of Cups is about a loss or something that you're grieving, which of course could be about a person, but that also could be the loss of a dream, having to give up on a dream or something that wasn't going to work out. You know, anything that you wanted to work out but isn't. whatever it is that you're grieving like that, right? So with it being reversed, I think, because we have it with the Fool reversed, I think that indicates you're having a really hard time letting go of that. Fully letting go of like, this isn't going to go how I thought it was going to go, or I'm in this position that I didn't think I would be in, right? And that struggle to let go is what is part of what is keeping you from being able to move on to the next thing. With the Six of Cups here, that also makes me think that we're specifically talking about something that maybe you've either been dreaming of or wanting for a really long time, possibly since childhood, but certainly something that maybe your inner child or something along those lines is grieving. And yeah, because it's not working out the way that you wanted it to or that you thought it would, I think you're trying to bring aspects of that thing that's not working out into the next thing. But you're doing a little too much of that. I think that's the problem. So let me get a little more specific because I don't want to sound confusing. So let's say, for example, right, this is about a relationship that isn't working out, or that you want it to happen but is not going to happen, right? You're having a hard time letting go of that person, even though you can see, like, okay, they either don't want to be in a relationship with me, or we're not as compatible as I thought it would be, or they're not the person I thought they would be, Oh, Aylin's here. Hi, Aylin. You want to say hi to the Cancer Moons? There's a window right here. She's trying to decide if she wants to sit in front of the window. And instead of just letting go of that person fully and saying, all right, this is not what's going to work. I need to find something else, right? I need to find a different person. Oh, careful, sweet girl. You're either kind of hanging on and hoping that they'll change their minds or change as a person in the way that you want them to, right? Or you're like trying to find someone else who was exactly like them, right? Someone who is not compatible for you or not good for you or won't work for one reason or another, but you're just trying to find somebody else who also has those same qualities that won't work for you. You know what I mean? So, like I said, we're not necessarily talking about a relationship, but that's the energy that's happening here, is like, no, you need to really let go of this thing that isn't working, right? And again, with that Six of Cups here, I think it would be really beneficial for you to look at the root of what it is that you really want, right? For example, again, using our relationship as an example, maybe something you really liked about the person is that they complimented you all the time, right? So if they're complimenting you all the time, you felt good about yourself. But now that you don't have that person and they're not complimenting you all the time, you don't feel as good about yourself, right? So maybe the thing that you really, really want deep down isn't necessarily just somebody who will compliment you, but you want to feel good about yourself, right? And you were using that as a little shortcut, a little quick hit of self-confidence, but really in the long run, you will benefit so much more if you can just find that confidence within yourself, right? So that, compliments are still nice, but you don't need them, because you can find that feeling that you're looking for in a much more stable and grounded place. So again, that's what's coming up here. It's like, look, what is the root of what it is that you want, right? Do you really just want somebody who's going to compliment you all the time? Or do you want to just feel good about yourself, right? That's what we're talking about when we're talking about directing energy in a much more efficient, focused, productive direction. Because you can't get started, right? This Green Man, the Fool card, is about starting something brand new, opening yourself up to a new chapter, right? You're doing that on shaky grounds. You're doing that carrying too much of that old energy, that old situation that isn't working for you. You're carrying too much of that. You can carry some of that, right? Like I said, going back and looking at what is it that I really wanted? What was the root? What is the thing that I really desire? Even if I'm not sure that it's possible, right? Even if I'm not entirely sure that I can feel the love for myself that I want somebody else to feel for me, right? I'm not sure if I can do that. I don't know yet, or, well, I don't know if I can find a job that gives me this thing that I really wanted, that I thought I was going to get out of that last job. I'm not even sure if it's possible anywhere else, right? Even if you're not sure if it's possible, right? Because the other thing with this card is I kind of have a little feeling that you're not seeing the full picture. But the Fool card, aka the Green Man, same thing. And I don't mean this in a negative way. I mean this in the most neutral way possible, right? There is this inherent naivete there, right? Because when you're starting something new, you don't know everything about it yet, right? That's just how it works. You have to go in knowing that there is more for you to learn. There's stuff for you to explore and experience that you've never explored or experienced before, right? Which could be bad, but it could also be good, right? So don't close those doors when you don't even actually know everything that's behind them, right? So, yeah, and I think it's so simple, I know, but I really do think your first step is being a little more positive, trying to find the sunshine that you're missing out on. Because I think by being more, I don't want to say being more positive, but more so just paying more attention, giving more attention to the positive things, that will open you up creatively. This lack of sunshiny energy is blocking your creativity, right? Queen of Wands reversed. Yeah, that's your step one. Obviously, being more positive isn't going to solve all your problems, but it will open you up to being able to see things, number one, more clearly and more realistically. That is true. And number two, seeing things enough that you'll be able to make the best decisions because you'll have the most information. All right, let's go ahead and look at our bonus card. 10 of Swords. Oh. Okay. So here's the good news. 10 of Swords. Well, okay, I'll say this. 10 of Swords is a very painful card. It is, right? It's about betrayal, being stabbed in the back 10 times with 10 swords, right? So that's giving me a little extra context into what the situation is, right? There's some sort of betrayal wound there, right, that you're trying to work through. The good thing about 10 of Swords is that it tells me that everything is done. You've been hurt. It's over. It's not going to continue. You don't need to keep directing your energy at that. You know, you've already been stabbed. The difficult thing, the difficult ending already happened. It's over. There's no more loose ends to tie up. There's no more trying to figure it out and navigate it. It's all done. It's done. Right? When we're at ace through 10, and you're at 10, the only next place to go is ace. There's no 11 card, right? The story is over. It's done. And it sucks. And I'm so sorry that it ended this way. But you are able to move on from it now. And yeah, that probably means starting back at square one. And maybe that's also possibly what this card is implying is, I don't want to start over at square one. You know, I've already done all of that. Was it all a waste of time then if I'm just back to square one? What if I waste my time again? And I can't promise you that at this time it's going to end how you want it to, right? Whatever this next thing is. But I can tell you that nothing is a waste of time. Even this time right now of struggling to move on is not a waste of time. You don't need to be scared of wasting time, right? All right, I think I'm going to stop there. I don't want to overcomplicate things. But I'm going to say it one more time because it's the most important thing. It came up twice, okay? Find the good things. Pay attention to the good things. I think, at least in the society I was brought up in, that's very man-dominated, I think they have this idea that being logical means being pessimistic, right? And if you're just focusing on the positive, then you're just being delusional. That's not true. Don't let them get in your head like that. You can be focusing on all of the lovely things in life and not being delusional. I think that's the best way to go through life. And it's probably the hardest way. It's one of the hardest ways, but still most rewarding. So, find all the little good things. Find the sun. Maybe spend some time in the sun. That'd probably be a good idea too. So yeah, if you have any questions about this, or if you'd like any part of this clarified, please let me know. You can leave a comment, or you can just reach out to me, whichever you prefer. On the shorts part of my channel, I have hundreds of shorts videos where I talk about each of the cards. I talk about their upright meaning, their reversed meaning, as well as any symbolism within the cards. So if you're feeling particularly drawn to any of these cards, or if you'd like a little more information about any of them, highly recommend you go check that out. But Cancer moons, I'm wishing you nothing but the best. This is definitely one of those, I feel like every part of this reading is one of those things that's easier said than done. But know that I am right there with you. I am telling myself these things too today. But I know we can do it. Right? We got this. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye!